Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mac Aldridge Field, where tonight we have Troy City Titans football as the Titans are back home tonight to take on the Taunton Gladiators in East Coast Football League action. I'm Keith Tebow from FRC Media. Thank you for joining us tonight. The Titans are back home after 2 straight games on the road. They come in with a record of 2-3. Their 2-game road trip, which they just completed, they split. They beat the Middleborough Cobras back on July 17th by a score of 36-8. And then last week on the road at Granite State up at St. Anselm College, they fell to the Destroyers by a score of 35-20. Tonight's opponent is the Taunton Gladiators, and if you know a little bit of the history of the East Coast Football League, the Gladiators have actually been one of the more successful teams. They have actually won a number of league titles over the years, last winning one in 2017 and 2018. They come in with a record of 2-2. They have won both of they've actually split their home and road games, winning 2 at home, losing 2 at home, as well as on the road. They coming in, as I said, with a record of 2-2. They are actually in second place in the Central Division of the East Coast Football League, while the Titans are tied for third with Middleborough at that record of 2-3. This is actually going to be a stretch for the Titans where this game and their next 2 are actually going to be at home here at Mac Aldridge Field. They're playing 3 straight games at home, and that'll be the end of their home schedule. Then their final 2 matchups will be on the road to end the season toward the end of August. Again, a condensed season here in the East Coast Football League. The season started toward the end of June and will end at the end of August. And we're going to be set to get underway. The Titans are at the lower part of your screen in their pewter uniforms with the red numbers and red helmets. The Gladiators are in their white uniforms with the black numbers and black letters and white helmets. Looks like the Titans will be receiving the ball to get this game underway. Back deep for Troy City is number 20, Charles Ruffin, and number 22, Cesar Butler. In speaking with the coaching staff of Taunton, they were mentioning that a number of their players who would normally be here are out on vacation, and that's something you rarely see in many organized football teams. But with this being a semi-pro league, these players have lives, they have jobs, and they have family lives, and some of them during the summer take time off. So that's what's happening tonight. So they are not at their full complement of players. But we're going to be set to get underway here in just a moment. Drew Bolton, looks like number 8, will be kicking off for the Taunton Gladiators, and we will get underway. Again, Ruffin and Butler back deep. Just waiting for the referee to give the signal, and we'll get started. All right, ball is whistled in. And Bolton kicks it off. It is a low kick. It's going to be taken by Ruffin at about the 10. He's up to the 20, 25, 30, has a seam. A flag, couple of flags come in, and he is tackled down at the 34, 33, 34 yard line. Let's wait to see what the call is. Illegal block in the back against the Titans, so they will be moved back a little bit as we start and get underway here tonight from Mac Aldridge Field. As the offense, we will see for the first time. We were here a few weeks ago at the last home game where the Titans lost to the Connecticut Panthers 12-6, and they had a tough time starting the game in terms of getting their offense moving. So the Titans are going to have it 1st and 10. The ball is going to be marked back to the 17-yard line. After the penalty. And the quarterback for the Titans is their head coach, Anthony Comer, number 5. We'll wait to see some of the other players that will come up. Number 23, Jay Souza, is at tailback. They're in the I formation. And time is whistled again. They're looking to see where the ball should be placed following the penalty. Not a good start for the refs as they're going to move back. Actually, they're going to move to the 14-yard line, and that's where the Titans will get started on their first possession of the evening. All right, we are ready to go. 1st and 10 for the Titans from their 14-yard line. Handoff goes to Jay Souza. He's met in the backfield and hit for a loss. In there on the tackle is number 24, James Fleming, for the Gladiators, and that's going to be a 2-yard loss. So it's going to be 2nd down and 12 from the 12. Just underway here from Mac Aldridge Field, Troy City Titans and the Taunton Gladiators. Getting back to an I formation, Corey Barros looks like is in the backfield as well. He is the fullback in the I formation. 2nd down and 12. Pitch goes back again to Souza. Goes to the outside, gets over the 15 to maybe about the 16-yard line. He's going to be stopped there. The ball is going to be at the 16. That's going to be a pickup of 4 on the play. So it's going to be 3rd down and a long 7, we'll call it, at the 16-yard line. It is an absolutely beautiful night for football here in Fall River. A temperature in the low 70s, very low humidity. It should not be an issue in terms of playing the game tonight. All right, first test now for the Titans. 3rd down and long. It's like Barros is going to be the lone back. 3 wide out to the near side, and 1 to the far side. AC looks to pass, steps up, throws across the middle. It's going to be short, incomplete. That pass was intended for Jamal Pena, and it's going to be 4 and out for the Titans. As coming in now to do the punting for the Titans, number 25, Miguel Perez. And back deep for the Gladiators is their tailback, Deshaun Watson, number 4. Kick is away, high kick, but off to the far side. It's going to take a bounce over the 50. Watson picks it up at the 46, and he's going to be met there and gang tackled. He got to the 49-yard line, and that's where the Gladiators will take over. First and 10 at their own 49-yard line. So we'll see the Gladiators for the first time tonight on offense. Quarterback is slated to be number 12, Matt Letourneau. And we will see Deshaun Watson as the tailback. There's also an up back in the I formation, 1st and 10. Watson gets the call, goes off the left side, gets over the 50, down to the 47-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Also in the game for the Gladiators as the upback, number 2, John Gordon. He's the fullback in this formation. They got a wide out split to the near side, one to the far side. 2nd and 6 for the Gladiators. Letourneau pitches back to Watson to the far side, cuts it back inside 45. He's close to a first down at the 41-yard line. I think he's going to have enough. Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 40, and that's going to be a first down for the Gladiators. Gladiators are ready to go. Near side is number 10, Kevin Viega. He's one of the wideouts. Again, I formation behind Letourneau. 1st and 10, Gladiators at the Titans 40. Just underway, no score here from McAldrich Field. It goes up to the up back, nearly stripped away, as that was Gordon. And Gordon gets maybe 2. We'll call it a pickup of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the Titan 38. In the game now is number 21, Chris McNally. He's now the up back on 2nd down and 8. Letourneau changing the plays at the line. Letourneau delayed to Watson, and Watson gets hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Tackle on the play there. Sam Ijazi, number 17, with the tackle, so it's going to be 3rd down. Played about 5 minutes here in the first quarter. 3rd and long, and now there's a timeout on the field. A little defensive mix-up by the Titans, and they're forced to call a timeout. So the Titans are going to take their first timeout of the first half. Again, as we've been saying, the Titans have shown some glimpses of offensive prowess, and then they've had some games where they've actually just not done that well. Last week, as we said, they were up against Granite State in New Hampshire at St. Anselm College, and they fell to the Destroyers by a score of 35-20. The week before, they played Middleborough out at Middleborough, the Cobras, and actually had their way, defeating the Cobras by a score of 36-8. So it's one of those situations where you don't know what type of Titan team you're going to see from week in to week out, and I guess that's the way semi-pro football goes. You know, a lot of it goes on who shows up on a given week and who is there to play when they need to. All right, we are back from the timeout. It is 3rd down now and 8 for the Gladiators. Split backfield. Letourneau is in the shotgun. 3 wide outs, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Titans could be showing blitz here on 3rd down. They drop back. Letourneau looks to throw. He gets away. He's going to be sacked. Sacked in the backfield. Nick Bonanca with the sack and the loss. So it's going to be 4th down for the Gladiators. It's going to be a 7-yard loss. It's going to be 4th and 15. And let's see what the Gladiators are going to be forced to punt. And in doing the punting is number 87, Ronnie DeBarros. He gets it off. And it's a low lining kick And it's going to be picked up at the 5, and he's going to be hit and down at about the 5. And that was Charles Ruffin. So deep field position for the Titans as they're going to get the ball for the second time. Looks like it's going to be on their own 5-yard line. As the offense comes out once again. First possession, it was 3 and out for the Titans. No score if you're just joining us here from Mac Aldridge Field. About 8.5 minutes or so left to go here in the first quarter. Again, I formation for the Titans, 1st and 10. Handoff goes right up the middle. And that is actually Caesar, number 25, who's in the game. Caesar Butler. And he gets a few yards up to about the 8. So we're going to call it a 3-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 8-yard line. Titans break out of the huddle. Looks like Anthony Comer Jr., I believe, is split out wide to the left. Again, I formation, 2nd down and 7. AC looks to pass, gets it away, and it is incomplete. Pass intended there to actually number 9, Luis Jimenez. So it's going to be 3rd down coming up. Titans looking for some breathing room here as they're deep in their own territory. Jimenez again comes to the near side. Again, backs are going to be split. With Anthony Comer at quarterback in shotgun. He looks to pass. Here comes the rush. He gets it away, and it's going to be short and incomplete. Pass intended for Corey Barrows. And again, 3 and out for the Titans. That means again, coming into the ball game will be Miguel Perez to do the punting. And Watson is going to be back. The Gladiators should have good field position as the Titans have been pinned back at their own 8-yard line. Watson standing at the Titan 43. Snap back, Perez gets it off. Nice high kick. Watson takes it at the 42, gets it to the 40, up the middle, 35, breaks away. He's over the 30. He's going to be down to the 27-yard line. And that's going to be good field position for the Gladiators as they take over for their second possession, still in a scoreless game. And the ball is going to be marked. Looks like it's going to be at the 28-yard line. We'll call it the 27-yard line. And that's where the Gladiators will take over. Backs are split, McNally and Watson on either side of Letourneau as the Gladiators get their second possession of the game. Shotgun, handoff inside. It's going to be Watson. He goes back to the outside and is going to be knocked out of bounds and picked up a few yards. Let's see where they mark it. Could be about 5 yards inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. We're going to call it a 5-yard pickup. It's going to be second down and 5 from the 22. Drew Bolton is split out to the far side. To the near side is Kevin Vega. Also to the near side wide is Mark Avora, number 81. Watson's going to go in motion. Hand up right on the middle. McNally has a hole. He's going to be inside the 10. He's going to be tackled at around the 6. That's going to be a first down for the Gladiators. It'll be first and goal from the 6-yard line. That is a 16-yard pickup for the Gladiators, and they're in business. First and goal from the 6. Big hole opened up on that last play. Now there's actually 3 wideouts, as in the game is number 18, Nicholas Tam. The 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Watson is the lone setback as Letourneau's in the shotgun. Slow snap. Watson gets it. He's going to go in easily for the touchdown. Tashawn Watson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Gladiators have a 6-0 lead. Sort of a delayed handoff, and the big offensive line for the Gladiators opened up the hole, and Watson found it and scampered into the end zone for the first points of the game. And it looks like the Gladiators are going to go for 2. John Gordon is in the game with McNally. Letourneau is going to be over center for the conversion. Bolton comes in motion. McNally gets it, and he walks in for the 2 points. Very easy there for the Gladiators. And they now lead by a score of 8-0 on their second possession. That's going to be a 3-play drive, totaling 27 yards, a 6-yard touchdown run by Tashawn Watson. And the Gladiators score first. We have about 5.5 minutes or so left here in the first quarter. See what the Titans can do here on offense as they'll get the ball for the 3rd time. Again, Ruffin and Butler back deep, and Bolton will kick off. Low kick. It hits a player, and they're going to have to get on it. Ball is loose, and I think the Gladiators have it. And they do. The Titans muffed the kickoff. It hit one of the upbacks. Not quite sure who touched the football, but the Gladiators get it back, and again, in very good field position. Gladiators are going to have the ball pretty much where they had it last time, around the 28-yard line. So that's going to go as a fumble. And the ball is going to be spotted at the 28-yard line. So again, sloppy play by the Titans in this instance cost them, as the low running kick bounced off a Titan, and he actually tried to fall on it. He was hit, the ball came loose, and the Gladiators picked it up. And they are now set for another possession, already up 8-0. McNally and Watson are going to be in the backfield, again split to either side of Letourneau. Izora is wide to the near side. Bolton to the far side. Watson comes in motion. He's going to get the pass flare out to the far side. He cuts it back up the middle, has running room. He's going to move inside the 10, inside the 5, to about the 1. Little flare pass from Letourneau to Watson. A 27-yard pickup. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. So some big plays here for the Gladiators on their last 2 possessions. And the Titan defense seems to be a bit lost. All right, 1st and goal. I formation, McNally and Watson. McNally up the middle, and he's in. So just like that, a turnover and 2 plays is all that the Gladiators need on that drive. And they're now up by a score of 14-0. Helps when you have good field position, and that's what the Gladiators had on their last 2 drives. And again, they're going to go for 2. This time they have Gordon in the backfield with Watson. Evora split out to the wide side, near side. Backs are split. Bolton comes in motion. Letourneau. Watson barrels it in. And they get the 2 points. So with about 4 minutes or so left to go here in the first quarter, very easy so far for the Gladiators. They now lead 16-0. And again, that was a simple, short but sweet 2-play drive for the Gladiators, helped by the fumble from the kickoff. And it was a 1-yard run by McNally. And the 2-point conversion was good. Actually, it was Watson with that touchdown, and McNally got the 2-point conversion. And we are at 16-0. All right, let's see if the Titans can regroup here, as Bolton will kick off again. This time it is a little higher, and it's going to be taken by Ruffin at the 15. He's going to come to the near side, turns a corner, 20, 25, caught from behind. That's a flag. I think it's going to be a horse collar tackle, as Nate Higgins, number 27, pulled Ruffin down from behind, and it was pretty blatant, and he kind of knew it after he made the tackle. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty tacked on, and the Titans are going to get the ball 1st and 10 in fairly good field position, as the ball is going to be marked all the way to, let's see, the 41-yard line. 41-yard line. And let's see if the Titans on offense can turn things around as they have the ball for the third time. Mike Jones is going to be split out to the near side. Barros is also there. Actually, Barros is going to leave the game. And it looks like Perez is in the backfield, along with Jay Souza, split out on either side of AC. AC looks to pass, throws it up the middle, caught by Jones. He's over into Taunton territory, over the 45 to the 43-yard line. And that's a big gain. It's going to be the first down for the Titans, all the way to the Gladiator 43-yard line. It's a 16-yard pickup. Clock continues to run. We're at about 3-minute mark or so here in the first quarter. AC again looking to pass up the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. It was intended for, I believe, Butler, and then also went through the hands of Jimenez, so it's going to be incomplete. Again, Jones is split out to the near side. 3 wideouts to the far side. Perez is going to be in the slot. On 2nd down and 10. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. With the score, the Taunton Gladiators 16 and the Troy City Titans nothing. We'll take a short break and be back right after this.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to Mac Aldridge Field. We're getting set for the second quarter of action. The Troy City Titans and the Taunton Gladiators. ECFL action here on a Saturday evening in Fall River. The Gladiators leading the Titans by a score of 16-0. We'll recap the scoring in just a few moments as we begin the second quarter. It is 2nd down and 10 for the Titans at the Gladiator 43-yard line. Lone setback is Souza. AC looks to pass. Has it. Has a man. It's going to be in and out of the hands. Incomplete. Little bit of contact as Mike Jones was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down now and 10. Just joining us, each team had a possession early and neither one scored. And then following a Titans were pinned back in their own end of the field, had a short punt, and the Gladiators had some good field position and cashed in right away. It was a short drive of only 27 yards, was capped off by a 6-yard touchdown run by Tashawn Watson. The 2-point conversion by McNally was good, and Taunton had an 8-0 lead. We'll get to their second scoring drive in a moment. 3rd down and 10 now for the Titans at the Gladiator 43. AC looks to throw. Here comes the rush. Ball is hit, knocked down. It's going to be incomplete. Knocked down by Wallace Miranda, number 7. For the Gladiators, and it's going to be 4th down, and let's see what the Titans will do here. Looks like they're going to go for it. Jamal Pena is in the game, number 38 for the Titans. Gladiators definitely have some height on their line. Pena comes to the near side, as does Jimenez, number 9. Again, two backs are split. And some movement on the line. We're going to have to wait to see. Looks like both sides moved, but let's see who moved first. Referees are going to talk it over. Looked like Taunton may have moved first. Yeah, they did. That's offside. So it's going to be now a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to make the fourth down a little bit easier. It's going to be 4th and 5 from the 38-yard line of Taunton. Again, two wideouts to either side. AC looks to pass. Here comes a rush, gets it away. It is caught, and I think it's going to be a first down. It is. That is Pena. And the ball is going to be marked on the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a first down for the Titans. So big fourth down pickup to keep the drive going, as the Titans find themselves down by a score of 16-0. Again, Pena splits out to the near side. Two backs in the backfield with Comer. 1st and 10 for the Titans. Here comes the rush. AC gets it off, throws deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Mike Jones. It will be 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Arcel Amstead comes out for the Titans. And it looks like Connor Lynch, number 88, is in the game with Jimenez. Again, Jamal Pena still in the game after that catch. Again, Jimenez and Pena are going to split out to the near side. Jones to the far side. And it looks like the lone setback is going to be Miguel Perez. 2nd and 10. AC looks to pass, gets away. It's going to scramble, throws, has a man. It's going to be picked off. Intercepted at the 6-yard line. Pass intended for Jones and taken there by Marquise Weaver. So again, the Titan offense sputtering, and the Gladiators are going to get it 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line. Already leading by a score of 6-0. And definitely the Gladiator pass rush has been getting to Anthony Comer, and he's had little time to get rid of the ball. Definitely under stress when he's been trying to get the ball away. So the offense is going to need to regroup. And now the Gladiator offense is out there. 1st and 10, ball at the 6-yard line. Letourneau changing plays at the line. Handoff Watson up the middle. This time he gets hemmed in for a short gain, maybe to the 8 or 9 yard line. Now a little bit of pushing and shoving here. And players are going to need to be broken apart. And so far nothing's going to be called, and the ball is going to be at the 8 yard line. So it's going to be a 2-yard pickup for Watson. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 8. Played about 5 minutes or so here in the second quarter. The Gladiators lead the Titans by a score of 16-0. Again, same 3 wideouts. Got Bolton on one side. Got Azora on the other. And 2 runners in the backfield, McNally and Watson, 2nd and 8. Letourneau looks to pass, goes to the outside. That is complete over the 15 and down to the 18-yard line. Should be enough for a first down, as that pass was Kevin Vega. And the ball is marked to the 18-yard line, so that's a 10-yard pickup. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 18. Evora is going to be split out to the wide side right. Vega's in the slot. Again, backs are split. Behind Letourneau. Watson goes in motion. Again, looks for that flare pass. This time he's going to throw in the direction of Evora, in and out of the hands. Incomplete. As Perez was there on coverage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 18. Looks like there was a flag on the play. As ineligible man downfield, that's going to be declined. So they will take the incomplete pass, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Time Azora is to the wide to the right. And Vega to the left. 2nd down, inside handoff again to Watson. Cuts it back inside, over the 25 to the 30. It's going to be a first down over the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A 14-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to mark it to the 31, so it'll be a 13-yard pickup. 1st and 10 on the 31. Both Watson and McNally have had some big holes in the middle of the line. And again, they've got some big boys on that offensive line, do the Gladiators. 1st and 10, ball from the 31. Taunton leads by a score of 16-0. Letourneau looks to pass, flares it out to Watson. Watson's going to be tackled and just barely get back to the line of scrimmage, as making the tackle there for the Titans, number 68, Matt Gill. So it's going to be no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 10. About 6 minutes or so to go here in the first half. Bolton and Azora to the near side. They get 2 wideouts now to the far side. Watson is the lone setback. Again, Letourneau in the shotgun. Takes it, hands it off to Watson, cuts it back up the middle to the 35, drives his way to the 37 before he is taken down there by Mac Walker, number 00. Ball is going to be marked on the 37-yard line. So it's going to be a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4 coming up. Again, same formation, 2 wideouts to either side. Watson, the lone setback. I'll check that as McNally, the lone setback. Play action, out to the far side. Vega has a first down and more over the 50, and he is knocked out of bounds. And that's going to be a first down. And he was actually knocked out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. So it's going to be an 11-yard pickup. Another first down for the Gladiators. Ball is on the 49-yard line. 12-yard pickup on the play. Again, McNally, the lone setback. Letourneau has been successful here in the shotgun. 1st and 10, Taunton. Movement on the line. Flag is down. Letourneau may have a free play. He lobs it up and it's caught. Caught by Vega at the far side of the field. Inside the 30, out of bounds at about the 20. And let's see what the flag is. Yeah, it's going to be offside against the Titans. That is declined. So they're going to get the big play. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Taunton. Ball at the 20-yard line. A 31-yard pickup. Clock continues to run. And it's 1st and 10 for the Gladiators. Again, it looks like there's a little more confusion here. And it looks like Taunton, this time the Gladiators are going to call a timeout. It's their first timeout here in the first half. So if you're just joining us, just to recap, as we said earlier, the first 2 drives of the game, neither team scored. Then the Titans were actually pinned in deep in their own territory, had a short punt, and the Gladiators had good field position a little more than halfway in that first quarter. They had good field position on the Titan 27-yard line, and they had 2 big running plays, a 5-yard run by Deshaun Watson, then a 16-yard run by McNally, and that was good enough for the touchdown, Chris McNally, and that was the first point of the ball game. 2-point conversion by Watson was good. Then on the ensuing kickoff, it was a low kick, short kick, bobbled by the Titans. The Gladiators took over the ball on the fumble and again had good field position, this time at the Titan 28-yard line. And on that short drive, they only needed 2 plays. The first play was a long 27-yard pass from Letourneau to Watson all the way down to the 1-yard line. And then from the 1 on 1st and goal, McNally took it in. Watson had the 2-point conversion, and that's where we stand at 16-0. And now the Gladiators are driving again. 1st and 10 from the Titan 20-yard line. Handoff, McNally bounces to the far side, gets about 7, 8, 9, going to be close to a first down. Looks like it is a 9-yard pickup to the Titan 11-yard line, 11 or 12-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down and short Again, Taunton with that same formation. Two-back split. Now McNally is sort of behind Letourneau. Play action. Letourneau to the end zone. Incomplete. And a flag is going to come on the play. A late flag is going to be called on Perez, number 25. And it looks like it's going to be interference in the end zone. And the ball will be spotted at the 1-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from the 1-yard line. And you can see Anthony Comer there sort of yelling, probably arguing whether that ball could have been caught or not. Ball was high and overthrown, but the referee's still going to call the interference penalty. Again, Taunton getting the breaks. First and goal from the 1. Three tailbacks now in the backfield, sort of a modified wishbone, if you will. Gordon is in there as well. First and goal. Handoff, McNally, and McNally dives, and he gets in for the touchdown. So a 1-yard run by Chris McNally. And the Gladiators have their third score. Now 22-0. And again, they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. You have Gordon and Watson in the backfield. Bolton is in a slot to the near side. He now comes in motion. Letourneau, play action. He's going to be hit, going to be knocked, and going to be sacked. Corey Barros is in on the tackle and stops the conversion. So with a little over 2 minutes or so left to go here in the first half, the Gladiators are back on the board, and it is now 22-0 in favor of Taunton. That was a very impressive drive by the Gladiators. It's actually a 94-yard drive. They started from their own 6. Had a couple of big pass plays there, big 42-yard pass play from Letourneau to Vega. Then another big pass play, 31 yards to Vega. And then a short 1-yard touchdown run. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plays. And we are at 22-0. Titans get it at the 20, still on his feet. And it's going to be knocked down over the 25 to the 26-yard line. Again, Charles Ruffin with the kickoff. And the Titans are going to get it first and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Let's see if the Titans can put something together here with a couple minutes to go here in the first half. See if they can get some points on the board. Titans have only 2 first downs in this first half. And they're going to try a different quarterback as Ryan Nave, number 18, has entered the ball game for the Titans. We saw Ryan a couple years ago at quarterback, and he's going to replace Anthony Comer. So AC is going to be doing more of the coaching and less of the playing, at least on this drive. First and 10 for the Titans. Nave looks to pass. Hands off up the middle, over the 35, 40, 45, near 50, and out of bounds is going to be Perez. And that's a big play and a first down for the Titans all the way to the 49-yard line. 22-yard pickup. All right, 1st and 10 now for the Titans. Ball at their own 49-yard line. Nave looks to pass again, hands it off to Perez. He bounces out to the far side. He's going to be hit for a loss this time, as he's going to lose 2 yards to the 47. It'll be 2nd down and 12. All right, we're at the 2-minute warning. Referees are letting us know that there's 2 minutes left on the clock here in the first half. All right, 2nd and 12 for the Titans. Nave looks to pass. Comes the rush, gets it away, tosses it to nobody. I guess Perez was the closest man there, and that was a forward pass, so it's going to be incomplete. Barros is coming into the game, and Ruffin comes out. It's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Titans. So far, it has been all Taunton Gladiators. They lead 22-0. Handoff, inside handoff goes and tackled to the 50-yard line. Timeout called now by the Titans. And again, that was Perez on the run. So it's going to be the 2nd timeout for the Titans here in the first half. And they're going to be facing 4th and 9 right at midfield. Again, if you're just joining us, this game is being played on the 31st of July. And it's going to be a short turnaround next week for the Titans, as they're going to be back home on Friday, the 6th, against the Southern New England Admirals. So if you're watching this before August 6th, you have an opportunity to watch the Titans live Friday night, the 6th at 8 p.m. And then they'll play their last home game the following Friday on the 13th against the Brockton Bucks. Again, also an 8 p.m. kickoff. All right, 4th down now for the Titans. And now they're going to bring people in and out. It looks like they're going to punt on 4th down. Players in, moving in and out, and Perez will do the punting. No deep back for the Gladiators, and a pretty good kick And the ball is going to bounce, and it's going to bounce inside the 5, and it's going to be down at the 4. So nice kick there by Perez, and the Gladiators are going to get it. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half, and the ball is going to be marked at about the 5-yard line. And we'll see what the Gladiators do. They may be just content to sort of run out the clock here and go into halftime with a 22-0 lead. No reason why the Titans can't be aggressive here on defense with the ball pinned deep in Gladiator territory. 1st and 10 from the 5. Letourneau hands off to Watson. Gets up over the 10 to about the 14-yard line. It's going to be a 9-yard pickup. And going to be about a yard short. It'll be 2nd and 1 with the clock running. Actually, Gladiators are ready to go. They're going to have a hurry-up offense. 2nd and 1 from the 14. Actually, now they're using a little more time. Letourneau looks to pass, throws in the direction, and caught again, Vega, but he steps out of bounds right at midfield. A 36-yard pass. So let's see what the Gladiators are going to do here. Again, a couple of big plays. Connection between Letourneau and Vega. Letourneau looks to pass again, has time, throws, again caught to the near side. Again, that is Vega, inside the 40, down to the 32-yard line. And now a timeout's going to be called, I believe, by the Gladiators. That's going to be an 18-yard pickup. And now it looks like Taunton's going to call a timeout. As they have called their second timeout here of the second quarter. And again, for the second time, Gladiators pinned deep in their own territory and not having too much of a difficult time moving the ball down the field. They started from their own 5-yard line, had a couple of big pass plays, a 36-yard pass play to Vega, followed by an 18-yard pass play to Vega. So it's only been 3 plays, and they're already back into Titan territory at the 32. Letourneau looks to pass, has time, throws it up the middle, wide open. Bolton is going to be down and in for a touchdown. So we were thinking that the Gladiators would be content just to run out the clock, but they weren't. This time a 32-yard touchdown pass from Letourneau to Drew Bolton. And it's now 28-0. And again, the Gladiators are going to go for two. I formation in the backfield. Pitch, Watson has blockers. He turns the corner and it looks like it's going to be short. Nope, didn't get in as he was knocked out of bounds. So with under a minute to go here in the second quarter, Gladiators get on the board again. They now lead 28-0. And the Titans are going to get the ball one more time before the end of the half. All right, Drew Bolton will kick it off after scoring the touchdown. Get another slow, low skimming ball taken by one of the upbacks, and he's going to be knocked down after a pickup to about the 32-yard line. And that was Xavier Vinny, number 1. And the ball is going to be marked. Titans are going to get it. Let's see, where the ball is going to be marked. Looks like at the 30-yard line. Ryan Nave back in at quarterback. Pena in the game. And it actually looks like the Titans are just going to be content to take a knee. And that is the end of our first half. Titans need the halftime to regroup. It's been all Taunton Gladiators after one half of play here from Mac Aldridge Field. It is the Taunton Gladiators 28 and the Troy City Titans nothing. We'll take a break and have second half action coming up right after this.
My graduation was something I will never forget. People like you and me sometimes may have doubts in yourself, but I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to Mac Aldridge Field. We're getting set for the second half of tonight's East Coast Football League game, semi-pro football between the Troy City Titans and the Taunton Gladiators. And if you're just joining us, it's been all Taunton Gladiators as they lead 28-0 as we begin half number 2. We will recap the scoring in just a few moments as the Titans are going to kick off. Booming kick. It's going to go over everyone. It's going to roll just short of the end zone, picked up by Watson at the 1. And he's going to be back all the way to the 8-yard line. So big, long kickoff by the Titans and the Gladiators are going to have difficult field position to start things off here in quarter number 3. And the ball is going to be marked at the 9-yard line to start things off. So if you're just joining us, it is 28-0 in favor of the Gladiators. They scored 2 times in the first quarter and 2 times in the second quarter. And when we have the opportunity, we will recap the scoring. It's funny, the Gladiators have both scored on long drives and short drives. First 2 scores were, they started deep inside the Titan territory. Then the last 2 times they scored, they were 94 and 95-yard drives. So here we go. 1st and 10 Gladiators, ball at the 9-yard line. Handoff, Watson gets up the middle, breaks the tackle, gets over the 20, and is tackled down at the 24-yard line. That's going to be a first down. It's a 15-yard pickup, so right away the Gladiators start where they left off. The ball is going to be on the, again, 24-yard line. So a big pickup, 15 yards by Watson to begin the second half. Letourneau now gives off to McNally. McNally bounces off a couple of tacklers, gets over the 30. And actually gets over the 25, over to the 27, 28-yard line, and a Gladiator is injured, and the clock is stopped as we have an injury timeout. And tough to see the number. Could be number 55 or number 58. Don't want to give the wrong number here. Looks like it could be number 55. That would be Beto Farul down on the ground. Gives us the opportunity now to sort of recap the scoring. If you're just joining us from the first half, you know, both teams had a shot at the ball, had a possession, and both teams were forced to punt. On the Titans' second possession, they actually started deep in their own territory, and they had a short punt. Yeah, and that is Beto Farul, number 55, and he's going to be helped off the field. So when the Titans had the ball and were forced to punt, the Gladiators had good field position inside the Titans' territory at the 27-yard line. And it only took them a few plays, as a matter of fact, 2 plays. And it was Deshaun Watson with a 1-yard touchdown run, actually a 16-yard touchdown run. And they had the 2-point conversion was good, and they had an 8-0 lead. On the ensuing kickoff, the kick was short, fumbled by the Titans, and it was recovered by the Gladiators at the Titan 28-yard line. And again, it was a short drive, two-play drive. It was a 1-yard touchdown run by McNally. The conversion was also good, and it was a 16-0 score. We'll fill out the rest of the drives in a minute. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Handoff goes to Watson. And Watson picks up a couple of yards. It's going to be 3rd down now and about 5 from the 29-yard line. And the other 2 long drives by the Gladiators, they had a 94-yard drive and a 95-yard drive for their other touchdowns in the second quarter. All right, 3rd down and 5 at the 29. Letourneau looks to pass, fires across the middle, wide open. Izora with the catch, number 81. That's going to be a 1st down over to the 43-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. A lot of their wide receivers have been wide open in this ball game. Titans defense needs to tighten up a bit. All right, 1st and 10 now for the Gladiators again. Ball at their own 43-yard line. Drew Bolton's to the near side, 3 wideouts to the far side. Letourneau, here comes the rush. Gets away, gets it off, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Bolton. Perez in on the stop. Second and 10 now at the 43-yard line for the Gladiators. Again, Bolton comes to the near side. You've got Vega and Izora to the far side for the Gladiators. 2nd down, quick pass. Vega, far side, has it over midfield. 45, 1st down and more. Over the 40 and finally dragged out of bounds. Ball all the way down to the 38-yard line. It's a 19-yard pass play from Letourneau to Vega. They've hooked up a couple of times tonight. Letourneau looks to pass, has time, throws deep, has a man, wide open. That's Izora for a touchdown. That makes it 34-0. 34. 38-yard touchdown pass. From Letourneau to number 81, Mark Izora. Mark Avora, and it is now 34-0. And again, Gladiators are going to go 4-2. Gordon is in now as the fullback. McNally has it, and he gets in for the conversion. And the extra 8 points, now 36-0 is the score. $34-0. Yeah. So that was a 7-play drive covering 91 yards. So their last 3 drives for the Gladiators have been 94, 95, and 91 yards. And they've scored on those last 3 drives. And they now lead 36-0. And now for the Titans, it's going to be just a matter of trying to get some positive plays. Take it one step at a time, try to get some positive yards and positive plays, and try to get something on the board. All right, Bolton is going to kick off. Again, another low kick. It is picked up and just down at the 31-yard line. And it looked like the ball at that point was taken by Nick Bonanca. And that's where the Titans will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Now let's see what they do offensively as they begin their first possession of the second half. And looks like Anthony Comer is back in at quarterback. He split time in the first half with Ryan Nave. So head coach Anthony Comer is in. He's going to have a draw play. Bouncing to the outside and knocked down after a loss on the play. Again, and Miguel Perez with the call. It's going to be a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11, ball at the 30. Pena split out to the near side. Jimenez to the far side. Backs in an I formation. 2nd down and 11. Hand off to the first man through. And that looks like that was Arcel Armstead for the carry. And that's going to be a 3-yard pickup to the 33. So it's going to be 3rd down now and about 8 from the 33-yard line. We are approaching about the halfway point or so of the 3rd quarter as the Gladiators ate a lot of clock in that first possession. About 8.5 minutes to go. All right, 3rd and long now for the Titans. And movement on the line. And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. False start. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 from the 28. After the penalty. Titans looking for any positive gains to build some sort of momentum. And it looks like there's a stoppage. Now they're ready to go. Referees on the far side of the field there talking to the Guardians coaching staff. All right, 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. AC looks to pass. Here comes the rush. Has a man. Caught, complete. Oh, and it was a drop. And it is going to be incomplete. Pass intended there for Devon Soares, number 10, who's entered the ball game. So it's going to be an incomplete pass. And the Titans are going to be forced to punt. Another 4 and out. Looked like Soares had the ball and then was knocked out, but they're going to call it incomplete. And Miguel Perez is going to be in to punt. Nice high kick. Guardians going to let the ball bounce, and it's going to be Vega who picks it up at the 32. Still has the ball, 40, 45. It's finally taken down at the 47-yard line. And a late flag comes in. Personal foul going to be called on the Guardians. So the good run back is going to be putting the Guardians back a little bit into their territory. A lot of jawing on the sidelines. And the ball is going to be marked back all the way to the Guardian 32-yard line. The Guardians have scored on their last 4 possessions. So let's see if what the Titans can do here to try to stop them again and try to get some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. All right, 1st and 10 for the Guardians. McNally and Watson in the backfield. Pitch to Watson. To the far side, cuts it back inside, 30, 40, 45, 50, cuts it back to the near side. He's got a blocker, 30, 20, 10, and Watson's gonna go the distance. 68 yards to Sean Watson. And the Gladiators have just opened this wide open. It is now 42-0. And Watson's gonna run off for the conversion. So on that drive, they only needed 1 play to go to the 68 yards. And it was a pitch back to Watson. Looked like he wanted to go outside, then cut back to the inside, found a seam to the near side, and then just outran the defense the rest of the way. Letourneau looks to pass, has a man, Evora, and he catches it outside the end zone, rolls in, and that's good. So Mark Evora gets the pass from Letourneau for the conversion. We are now at 44-0. So it has been all Taunton Gladiators here in this football game. And the Titans are just going to have to take it one step at a time. Get the ball back, try to make some positive yardage. Try to move the ball down the field as best they can, while on defense, trying to find ways to stop this Gladiator offense. They've been unable to do so thus far, except for the first drive of the game. All right. Cesar Butler and Charles Ruffin back deep. Squib kick. And taken by the Titans at the 49-yard line. Looks like a little like an onside kick. Don't quite understand why that was needed. But the Titans are going to get it. 1st and 10. Good field position. Right at midfield. And that is the end of the third quarter. With the score, the Taunton Gladiators 44 and the Troy City Titans nothing. We'll take a short break and be back right after this.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Getting set now for the fourth quarter of action in the East Coast Football League game. The Taunton Gladiators have been in total control, and they lead the Troy City Titans by a score of 44-0 as we begin the fourth quarter with the Titans with the ball in their next possession. 1st and 10, handoff to the far side, over the 50 to about the 47-yard line. I believe that was Arcel Amstead, number 13. And it's going to be a pickup of about 3. The 2nd and 7 from the Gladiator 47-yard line. So if you're just joining us again, it has been all Taunton Gladiators as they have scored on a couple of short drives of 27 and 28 yards, and then some long drives as well. 3 over 90 yards and 1 of 68 yards. All right, 2nd and 7 for the Titans. Play action. AC looks down the line and it is incomplete. Pass was intended there for number 25, that's Perez. So it's going to be now 3rd down and 7 from the 45-yard line. And again, everyone moved except for the center, and I think that's going to be a false start. Actually, they're going to call offside on the Gladiators, so the Titans are going to get some help here. So 3rd and 7 is going to become 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 40. Ball's at the 42-yard line. Ball is snapped and AC just has to fall on it. And that's going to be a loss all the way back to the 48-yard line. It's going to be a 6-yard loss. And it's going to be 4th down. Ball's back to the 47-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and about 7. They need to get to the 40. All right, so it's going to be 4th down for the Titans, and they will go for it. Ball at the 47-yard line. Although last time they tried this, they set up in the formation to punt, to go for it, and then shifted and punted the ball away. Looks like they're going to go for it here. 4th down. High snap, AC gets it, looks, has time, throws, and it's going to be short. Pass intended on the far side of the field to Luis Jimenez, and it's going to be turnover on downs, and the Gladiators are going to get it. 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. And we will see if the Gladiators will make some changes. Although we mentioned earlier, we noticed that, you know, with semi-pro football teams, these teams travel individually. They don't travel as teams. And sometimes you've got players that won't show up to games. And talking with some of the coaching staff, the Gladiators didn't have a full squad coming to Fall River today. So they're still with their same players out on the field. All right, 1st and 10. Handoff, McNally right up the middle. 35 and down close to the 30-yard line. So a big game where there is a flag on the play. All the way back, it's going to be holding against the Gladiators, so that penalty will be wiped out. That long run, rather, will be wiped out. And the ball is going to be, the penalty is at the spot of the foul. So with the penalty, they're only going to lose a couple of yards back to the 45. So it's going to be 1st and 12. Ball back to the 45-yard line. And clock is running. Handoff, McNally again up the middle. Gets over the 50 and finally tackled down into Titan territory to the 46-yard line. Nick Bonanco with the tackle for the Titans. So the ball is to the Titan 46. A 10-yard pickup. It will be 2nd down and 3 at the 46-yard line. McNally again up the middle. This time he's going to be hit and right back to the line of scrimmage. Again, Bonanco is there, as well as Jimenez, number 9, in as well for the Titans. So we're going to say no gain. And it's going to be 3rd down again and 4 from the 46-yard line. Third and 4. Handoff. Again, McNally is going to have a 1st down and more over the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. And that's going to be a 1st down. It's going to be a 10-yard pickup. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of the Titans. High snap. There's going to be a flag on the play, as it looked like the Titans jumped early. And they did. So it's still going to be 1st and 5, and they're going to move the ball to the 31-yard line. Clock is running, under 10 minutes or so left to go here in the ball game, as the Taunton Gladiators enjoy a 44-0 lead. McNally gets the ball again up the middle off right tackle inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Looks like it's going to be about a yard short. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 at the 27. And timeout is going to be called by the Gladiators. And in all honesty, I don't know why. They've been moving the ball at will. They had a 2nd down and 1. It looks like they were set for the play, but just wanted to talk things over. Again, if you're just joining us, it's been all Taunton Gladiators, but good thing is that the Titans are going to be back here at McAldridge Field the next 2 Fridays. So if you're watching this before August the 6th, next Friday the 6th, they will be at home, as they will be taking on the Southern New England Admirals on the Friday night game. Kickoff will be at 8 p.m. And then the following Friday, the 13th of August, they will wrap up, the Titans will, their home schedule, as they'll be hosting the Brockton Bucks. So 3 games in a row at home here at McAldridge Field. So if you have the opportunity to check out the Titans, please do. All right, back in action. 2nd down and 1. Pass play, caught, complete. That's going to be Vega, it looks like. And he catches the ball. It's going to be a 1st down. And it is a 1st down for the Gladiators. Ball is at the 19-yard line, so that's an 8-yard pickup. Ball's at the 19, 1st and 10 for Taunton as they continue to move the ball pretty much at will here in the second half. And they've been moving the ball since, I guess, midway through the 1st quarter, not having an issue. High snap pitch to McNally, cuts it back inside, flag on the play, inside the 10. Knocked down at about the 6, but we'll see about the flag. That's going to be holding against the Gladiators, so the ball will come back. So the big run will be nullified by the penalty. So that was 1st and 10 at the 19. And let's see where they mark the ball back. And they are going to go to the 29. So it's going to be 1st and 20 from the 29-yard line. Again, Chris McNally, the lone running back. Vega split out to the far side right. Oh, high snap. Letourneau gets it. He's going to be hit for a big loss. Some positive defense there by the Titans. And ball marked all the way back to the 45-yard line. 16-yard loss. It's going to be second down and a bunch. My math is right. They need to get to the 9. So 36. Second down and 36. McNally will get the handoff right up the middle, bounces to the far side 40, cuts it back 35 to about the 33. So now it's going to be third and still a bunch. Ball is on the 33-yard line. Third and 24. As again, they need to get to the 9-yard line. Handoff, McNally up the middle, still on his feet at the 25, and that's where he's going to be stopped, at the 25-yard line. So it's going to be an 8-yard gain, and it's going to be fourth down for the Gladiators. Timeout is called by the Titans. It looks like we would have approximately about 4.5, maybe 5 minutes left. Not quite sure, because one of the things that we're facing here is there's no scoreboard clock operator. So the time is being kept by the officials on the field. So it's a total guesstimate on my part about how much time we have left. But what we can tell you is the score, and it's Taunton 44. And the Troy City Titans, nothing. When we resume, it's going to be fourth down and 16 from the 25-yard line. And the Gladiators are going to go for it. All right, here we go. 4th and 16. Different quarterback now. End zone pass is knocked away. That was Drew Bolton in at quarterback. And let's see who was there on the defense. Again, a positive defensive play. And that's going to be on the plays, Charles Ruffin, number 20, in on the defense. So the Titans have their first stop in quite a while, and they're going to take the ball over, 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And it looks like Ryan Nave is going to be back in the ball game at quarterback for his second stint behind center. Again, to see if there can be some positive plays. Again, split backfield. High snap, Nave gets it. Inside handoff's going to be hit and hit for a loss. As in on the run there was number 0, Jay Soares, in on the game, and that's going to be a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12. As Anthony Comer getting some other players into the ball game. Nave looks to pass, has a man dropped. In and out of the hands on that play by Connor Lynch, number 88. So it's going to be 3rd and 12. Again, the Titans not able to get anything going whatsoever on offense tonight. It's been hit and miss, as we mentioned before, on the part of the Titans. They've had some high-scoring games. They've scored 30 points, 36 points, 20 points in their last outing, but thus far been shut out. 3rd and 12. Nave gets away from the rush and he's just going to throw it away. No one in the neighborhood. And are they going to call intentional grounding? There's no one in the neighborhood. I don't know whether that's something that we'll call here or not. And I think that was the last play of the game. Yeah, that was it. So the ball game is over. And the Titans, sluggish from the start, going to have to regroup, and they will try again next week. So the final score here tonight from Mac Aldridge Field, the Taunton Gladiators 44 and the Troy City Titans nothing. I want to thank our videographer tonight, Stephen Rice, for providing video coverage of tonight's game. I'm Keith Tebow from FRC Media. I want to thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next week when the Titans are back at home to take on the Southern New England Admirals. Until that time, from Mac Aldridge Field, I'm Keith Tebow saying so long. Again, the final score, Taunton Gladiators 44 and the Troy City Titans nothing. Have a good night.